Hi, I'm Marianne, and I'm somebody's mom. Today we're going to make potato mozzarella pie. So come on in the kitchen and cook with me. Potato and onion pie. The most important ingredient is our potatoes. And I use about 10 potatoes, some small, some big, and this is yellow Yukon Gold, and this is white Idaho potato. You can use any potatoes, all right? And with our potatoes, we're going to cube them, boil them, and then we're going to add 4 tablespoons of butter to the potatoes and set it aside with our 2 eggs. Okay, then we're going to use some fresh mozzarella, and we're going to cube it and add 3 tablespoons of olive oil. My olive oil's in there. And salt and pepper. Okay, salt and pepper. You put the mozzarella, cube it, olive oil, salt and pepper. Then we're going to use prosciutto, and it comes like this, and we're going to cut it up in little pieces at about 1/4 pound. Now for the cheese, this is Romano and Parmesan mixed together, which I happen to always do. If you keep it separate, you need 1/4 pound of Romano and 1/4 pound of Parmesan. So together I'm going to use 1/2 cup of this. Fresh breadcrumb. You take the Italian bread, which is in here, let it get a little stale, and I put it in a food processor. So we're going to use, I'm not really sure, we're going to coat the pan with some of the breadcrumbs and put it on top. Maybe 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup. This is fresh parsley, which we chopped up, and I'm going to use, I think this is 1/4 cup of fresh parsley, about. And 2 tablespoons of butter at the end, which we're going to use with the crumbs, and 1 tablespoon to coat the pan. For potato mozzarella pie, we're going to use a spring foam pan, which is like used for cheesecake, and it'll pop open when it's done. I'm taking that 1 tablespoon of butter and I'm putting it all over the pan, okay? Be very generous with that butter, the melted butter. Then I'm going to take the fresh breadcrumbs and just coat the whole pan with those breadcrumbs. Alright, make sure you get all the sides, the whole bottom covered. Just keep turning and coating it. And the extra crumbs you're going to save for the topping. Okay? You cut and cube your potatoes, and you cook them in cold water and salt until they boil, and then they're tender. Fork. Cook the potatoes until they're fork tender. They break apart easy with the fork. That's what we say. Okay? You're going to put the potatoes in a large bowl. Add your 4 tablespoons of butter. Just let the butter melt for a moment, okay? When the butter starts to melt in the potatoes, I'm going to take my mixer. If you don't have a mixer, you can use a grater and rice the potatoes, which would be just rubbing them until they all kind of fall apart. But I'm going to use my mixer. Now these potatoes are mixing very easily because they're cooked just right. When your potatoes are mixed really well and all the lumps are out, we're going to add 2 eggs. Okay. This is my Parmesan and Romano cheese mixed together. It's 1/2 cup, 1/4 cup of each. We're going to add that in to our mashed potatoes. my 1/4 cup of chopped fresh parsley, and the bruschetta. Okay, but before I add it, I'm going to mix this a little bit and then add this last. Okay, the last thing is going to be my bruschetta, which is a 1/4 pound, and I sliced it into little pieces. Okay, and we're just going to mix it on a very low speed to get it all blended. The spring foam pan, remember that, okay, with the melted butter and the breadcrumbs, we're going to take half of the potato mixture and put it in the pan. And you're going to put it around this pan and up the sides. So you're taking half of your potato mixture and you're going to push it a little bit up the sides of your pan to make like a well. Be very gentle so you don't pull the crumbs off the side of the pan. After you've spread your potatoes, you're going to take the mozzarella that you have marinating in your olive oil and salt and pepper, and you're going to spread it around the center of the pie. So let me just show you. You take those chunks and you spread them all around the center of the pie. Okay. Now we're going to fill the top with the rest of the potatoes. Just spread the mashed potatoes to cover the top. Evenly. You're going to take those extra breadcrumbs and sprinkle them all over the top of the pie. Two tablespoons of butter, melted. And you're ready to bake. 375 for 40 to 50 minutes. Potato and mozzarella pie. Your oven should be at 375 degrees, and we're going to put it in for 40 to 55 minutes. Doesn't that look yummy? And now let's take out our potato mozzarella pie with our smoking oven. Doesn't that look delicious?